Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
The honorable person, our lecturer, Mr. Dr. Khairudin SIPM Home, as our lecture of Introduction to Linguistics, and all of you guys. First of all, let us thanks to the Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, because of His blessing, we are able to come here to join in this online discussion. Salawat and salam also delivered to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has guided us from the darkness to the brightness. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today we'll have a discussion about phonetic. There is 5 questions and we will answer it. But before that, let's get started this question by saying basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Well, before we start the discussion, I will introduce my team. I'm Ismail Mubarak as a moderator and the last speaker. NURLINDAH as the first speaker and SYAHARANI WINDA as the second speaker. So let's get started with the first question. The first question is, after reading the definition of phonetic from 2 distinct sources, what is the phonetic? Define it using your own word. So to NURLINDAH as the first speaker and SYAHARANI WINDA as the second speaker, time is yours.
Thanks for a change. My answer is phonetic is a science that studies sounds that are managed by humans or humans produce pronunciation, where the sound is used as a differentiator in the meaning of discussion. Thanks. That's for me.
Well, next to SYAHARANI WINDA.
Okay, my answer number 1. Phonetics is a science that investigates the sound of language produced by humans as differentiators of meaning in language, but from the point of view of speech or opinion. Thank you.
Well, about my answer for number 1, phonetic is a part of linguistics, which is study of the sounds of human speech. In phonetics, there are 3 concepts of human speech: speech organs, speech sounds, and speech sounds production. That's my answer. Well, the second question. The second question is, phonetic studies about speech organs, speech sounds, and the production of speech sounds. What does it mean? Explain your answer. Time is yours.
Okay, me first. My answer is this means that phonetics itself studies about the sounds spoken by the organ that produces them and how they are produced. That is what is called phonetics. For example, when someone speaks using the tone of voice produced by flowing from the lungs of the mouth to communicate a message. That's from me.
Well, next to SYAHARANI WINDA.
Okay, answer number 2. This means that we can more clearly learn and know the kinds of sounds format through the speech organs and about the parts of the body that produce sounds, can help develop language competence in our speech, can help develop language competence in our speech as well as hone skills in language skills which will be heard when we communicate to someone. Thank you.
Well, next about my answer for number 2. What does that mean? Speech organs articulator can define as the organ that humans use to speak, like the lips, teeth, alveolar ridge, hard palate, velum or subpalate, uvula, glottis, and various parts of the tones. The second, speech sounds can be defined as a sound that humans produce when humans speak in language. And the last is speech sounds production can be defined as a process to make a speech sound by using the speech organs of humans. So that's my answer. Next, we'll move to the third question for number 3. Consonant. Consonant is the part of segmental sounds. What is consonant and how are consonant sounds produced in terms of place and manner of articulation? Explain your answer. Time is yours.
Thanks. My answer is consonant are speech sound due to air coming out of the lungs to produce consonant sound. Describing which parts of the mouth are used for making a particular consonant sound of English, place of articulation, describing how the consonant sound is produced, manner articulation, and describing whether or not the vocal cords vibrate, distinctive pressure. First, place of articulation may be understood as the specific location in the mouth in which two speech organs work together in producing a consonant sound. Next, manner of articulation describe two things, i.e. the first, how different organs of speech interact on another in producing consonant sound. And last, the distinctive pressure of the English consonant. One of definition of distinctive pressure is available on HTTPS, your dictionary in which distinctive pressure is defined as something unique or different that sets someone or something apart from the manner of articulation. That's from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next to Shahrani Winda. How about your answer?
Okay, my answer number 3. Consonants are commonly referred to as consonants are letters that express 21 letters which can sound because of the air that comes out of the organs of the body and does not get obstacles. For example, a consonant is a sound that is a combination of the two consonants ng, ny, an, and kh. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next, my answer for number 3. In my opinion, consonant is a speech sound that made with our mouth a bit closed, like your lips or teeth more closed. When speech consonant sound. Consonant sound, it depends on vowel because without vowel, the word consonant can be spelled. Consonant sounds produced like broadly stop indent less in the air, like B, B, T, D, K, and G. For example, the word paper, the word P is the consonant. And diverting the air to your nose, like M, N, and NG. And like, for example, is bring, the word NG at the end. Place or articulation of consonant use speech organs like the lips, teeth, alveolar ridge, hard palate, velum, sob, pellant, uvula, glotis, and various part of the tongue. Well, thank you. And next, we'll move to the fourth question. It is the number 4. Vowel is one of segmental sound. What is vowel and how are vowel sounds produced in terms of manner and place of articulation? Explain your answer. So time is yours.
My answer for number 4, vowels or sounds or grave tones produced by speech organs. That the production of vowels sounds in English, both American and British, involves 5 main parameters, namely openness, the mouth, tongue elevation, position of tongue elevation, lip shapes, and length of vocalization. The first order of the parameters affect the size and shape of the oral cavity, which alter the types of vowel sounds, vowel quality produced in the oral cavity. The last one, that is length of vocalizations, influences the duration of production. That's from me. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Next to the second speaker, to Syaharani Winda.
Okay, my answer number 4, vocal or commonly referred to as vocal cords that exist in humans so that they produce sound according to our wishes without any air pressure that gathers in producing follows the position of the tone in the oral cavity is not an obstacle but a tool to create a constructive resonant sound space. A force produced by vibration the vocal cords. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now about my answer for number 4. In my opinion, vowel is a speech sound made with our mouth a bit open. Vowel is an important sound in the word. Whereas a articulation vowel is a mouth with more open. So that's my answer. Where and the last question is for number 5. Another sound which is found in human language is suprasegmental sound. What is suprasegmental sound? Please explain your answer by describing the kinds of the sounds. Time is yours.
For number 5, this simple answer from me, suprasegmental sound is accompanying sound where stress, intonation, and junction.
Well, next to the second speaker, Syaharani Winda.
Okay, my answer number 5. Suprasegmental sound is the accompanying element that affects the sound of the language, not the true sound. As for the types that sound high-low, due to the tension factor of the vocal cords, the more tense the vocal cords, the higher the pitch of the sound, and vice versa. Hard, weak, caused by the involvement of muscle energy when the sound is spoken. Long, short, marked with unit mora and dot 3, shines breaking of a sound current when speak by speaker. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now about my answer for number 5. Suprasegmental sounds are a speech feature that humans use when they are speaking, such as word stress, intonation, and juncture. Word stress. In the words on or two syllable tend to have a higher emphasis than other words. For example, the word comfortable. The word stress is on the first syllables, comfortable. The stress is on the first syllables, comfortable. And another example is the word record. Record. The word stress is on the second syllable. Record. Record. This is about word stress. The second is intonation. Intonation is how our voice rises and falls when we are speech. For example, can you swim? Can you swim? And the sentence about can you swim? Can you swim? It is an interrogative sentence, and both of them have a different intonation actually. And the third is juncture. Junctures refers to breaks or pauses in speech. They indicate word or other grammatical units, like words it swings and its wings. If we mention about it, it have the same pronunciation. It swings and its wings. So that's all from me. Well, guys, thank you very much. We have answered all of these questions, and hopefully our question can make us more understanding about phonetic. So thank you very much, and I'm so sorry for our mistake. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So guys, thank you very much.
Thank you, Ismail. Thank you.